What can I do for you?
Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and I have finally returned to streaming The Lord of the Rings online after having not played the game in a while because of a particular new game that recently came out. But anyway, what are we doing today? Returning to Treebeard, actually. My kid has an event going on this evening that will not start for 40 minutes, but I have to do some catch-up, so I need to utilize this time. But we're going to be doing Agamar content. Agamaur? Agamar? It's been so long since I've actually said that name that I kind of forget how it's pronounced. And that is what we're going to be doing today, but first I have to catch up. I have to do the Volume 1 Book 2 quest in Lone Lands. Also, I realized my face cam is actually the outdated version of the crop I have for the camera, so I might actually fix that. It's a little bit scary doing this live, but it is kind of bothering me. Let's see. Let's see what happens while I'm doing the ride here. So I'll have to go to camera. Y'all can see the cat cam. There's not actually a cat in the bed. There's a cat in a different bed on the tree in the top, well, the left corner, not quite the top left corner. So we're going to copy that. Let's hope that's the right one. We'll paste reference. Don't know which one was just pasted. Probably not that one. Probably not that one. It's probably this one. I don't know. Maybe my whole thing's just messed up. Let's get back to normal. There we go. I think I need to point the camera actually a little bit this way. And then it should be good. That looks a little bit better. But anyway, yes, I am back with LOTRO today. I've been having so much fun in New World, but sometimes it is good to take breaks from things you're having a ton of fun so you can savor them a little bit more. But it's also nice to actually get back to LOTRO. Let me put some of my cosmetic pets over here. I need to clean up my bars. I have so many things going on. So many messy things going on with this character. I'm kind of scared to look at his inventory. Eey, that is actually scary. I had good reason to be scared. Looks like I already opened at level 20 or 24, my current level. I opened the 4 boxes with the 4 keys you get, or at least that I get. A lot of people get them from the yearly playing anniversary and the such. I don't know if it's just the way I'm sitting right now, but I feel very low on the camera and it's kind of odd. Yeah, there's not much I immediately see that I can actually do about my inventory. I have almost 2 rows of consumables. I have virtue XP things, which I guess I could use my virtue XP things. I know my virtues are actually doing good on this character, but they could be doing a little bit better. We'll earn some loyalty and I'll click those. That'll free up some spaces. Don't know how my minute rep is doing. Hello, Marcello. Or Marcelo. Or Marcello, I suppose. There's so many ways you can pronounce C as well. So the max level for Legendary server is on Treebeard. This one is still level 50. If I remember correctly, Shadowfax already went to Moria. And then Anor, that Legendary server, is 115. But the current one that I am on, Treebeard, is 50. With Shadows of Agamaur content unlocked. I also do want to point out, I went ahead and equipped the Gundabad cosmetic set. My kin actually had a little mini event last Thursday that wasn't really anything like stream content type stuff, but we basically purchased a kin house. So I went ahead and got this character a little bit set up with that and got the boar. I also dyed the armor, but the reason I dyed it this teal color, I think it might have been called turquoise, was because that's all there was that was cheap that I could actually afford, because my characters on the server are relatively broken. For some reason, dyes were kind of expensive. I already actually have the town services, so we can pass that up. But the things I need to do to get caught up, I already mentioned Book 2 of Volume 1. Need to get that done and all the chapters for it. And then what else was it? Yeah, level-wise, ideally I would get to like level 27-ish. Doing that, I kind of doubt it, but I did equip this character, kind of an unusual thing for me. I equipped him with all the XP boosting items I have, so I have 425% XP boost stacking up together.
What can I do for you?
And I might even be able to get some more rested XP. Looks like I can get one more. So we'll go ahead and do that. Kind of weird to do that on Treebeard, the slow server, but with me not being caught up at all, That is what I'll go ahead and do. It looks like I would either have to get mytho coins or, yeah, get mytho coins in. I ain't gonna do that. I gotta be cheap here. Oh, I'm too used to playing New World where it is not first person, but it's third person like LOTRO, but I'm actually having trouble describing this, how you turn the camera on your character. But basically the sensitivity, the turning sensitivity is a lot lower, and aiming is more important in that game, so it makes sense. But this is like, wow, that is crazy fast. And I think it's already as low as it can get. It is important to do sometimes, Stony, Montana. But let's just double check the mouse. I don't know if that's UI. Well, it can probably just search mouse. Input, that would make sense. Oh, can actually make it lower. Oh, that's pretty slow. I honestly thought I was actually at the lowest. I might even turn it to 0.07 because I actually do prefer lower sensitivities. I know it's not as important in MMOs, or at least LOTRO like MMOs, but sometimes like to turn fast. Maybe it's something I just have to get used to, but we'll go with this speed for now. Another thing, or just other things in general from playing New World so much the past week, is there's a good chance, I'm going to try not to, but I might try to actively block by right-clicking and actively dodge by shift. So hopefully we don't do that all too much. And I just realized I'm looking at all these like bushes, searching for hemp and the such. That is not quite a thing in this game. I can actually search for barrow iron, but it'll all be tracked on my mini-map. Don't have a compass, have a mini-map instead in this game. Or a radar, depending on your preference. Hello, Robert Winkler. There is something about the world building in LOTRO that just really isn't present in New World. And I think it is, as I kind of repeat a lot, distant landscapes are so well done in LOTRO. Even in some of the lower level and older areas, you can just see so far away. There's a lot of fog and blurring going on, which makes it kind of look neat in New World, but you can't really see all that far away compared to LOTRO. But this game really has some great distant landscapes that are very present. I feel like they're a big part of what makes the world feel like vast and huge. Even though the world is like extremely vast and extremely huge. I don't know what's going on with the camera. I didn't really change the position, but it looks like the cropping that I have on it is all messed up. I wonder if it's the same if I just switch scenes real quick. Yeah, if I switch scenes, it actually has better cropping. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm not sure. Oh, the distant landscape being good in Ashes of Creation. I've heard of Ashes of Creation more recently. As far as I know, it's a game that's like in beta or something, like an upcoming game, something like that maybe. Okay, we're going to bind this. We do have, oh, we're down to 33 minutes. Yikes, I didn't know it got so late. I have 33 minutes to do Volume 1, Book 2, and catch up to where we have to talk to Radagast and Agamar. And that will include doing weather top and that type of stuff, which could be a little bit slow. So there is also, what difficulty am I on? Hopefully I went down to regular deadly. Okay, I went down to regular deadly, which should be kind of easy. So Martello, you are a new player, and okay, so Ashes of Creation is an alpha, and hello Thomas. But Martello, you said that you have to say for a 14-year-old's game, LOTRO surprised you with visuals and you expected much worse. And I could definitely see that. While I do also see people comment the graphics look outdated, it is a very outdated game in a way. It's 14 and a half years old. We're getting pretty close to the half point. Almost 15 years old, and it does not look bad. Again, though, world building is a big help with that, though. Even the textures, though, there are some nice high-resolution textures that I can appreciate. Some of the New World, for an actually new game that came out last week, some of the textures in that game can be a little bit blurry. I suppose it helps with performance, but it is nice. I am forgetting where this guy is. I know he's near Weathertop. Maybe it's a little bit more west, like up there. But I need to talk to Candace, I believe, is the one that's in Lonelands. Oh, I have Wildwood missions, okay. Wait, I made fun of you? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to. Wait, here's a camp. Oh, we might have to go to the LOTRO wiki. I know it's not over here, but this is kind of interesting. I just wanted to see what that looked like. Alright, Candide should be... it might be a slightly wrong area. I feel like he is, if anything, south of here, though. Maybe down there. There he is. I'm still looking for things to gather on the landscape. Something I did really like about New World. Alright, Book 2, Chapter 1. We are just focusing on the book quest. That is really unusual for me, but that is what we're doing today, trying to speed through it in 30 minutes, going definitely with the style of not Shadowfax. Going with the style of Treebeard, definitely not Shadowfax. We definitely picked the right server for speeding. It's more so speeding through the content, not necessarily the leveling. So what do we need? Just melee white hand orcs and ranged white hand orcs? Alright, let's see how deadly is, because I've actually kind of forgotten how deadly is. First of all, it'd help if I have a little crystal grim out. Might as well use all this ultimate fan bundle stuff. Moving on. There have been not many times where I've been super speedy in LOTRO like this, and yes, this is a guardian. This is my Treebeard guardian. He is back. And as I kind of predicted, the good and bad ultimate fan bundle armor I think looks significantly better on a heavy armor class. I'm also used to eating after every few fights, which I won't need to do with this character. That doesn't even give me regen, that dude. I'll just use a potion if I really have to. Oh, that was a nice smash. So far I haven't tried to actually dodge or block, so maybe I convinced myself enough that I don't need to that I'm actually not. Okay, we will hit that one with a big ability. I'll use Vexing Blow here. Alright, let's see. Was able to get through that without a potion. I'll go ahead and use a potion. But as far as like going through LOTRO fast, there was that one time we did the little leveling race stream, which I actually felt like I was going kind of slow during that. I was playing, what was it, a champion or guardian? I think I did a champion. I did Louis Un, not Louis N. The champion instead of guardian. Slight difference, I know I'm kind of overemphasizing it, but the point is, it was Louis N, but a different Louis N. What do we need? Melee white hand orc. He looks melee. He does actually count. I was kind of surprised that maybe the signature wouldn't count. Now signatures, I remember them being a little bit extra difficult and actually having to pay attention a bit, but not too much there. Having a time pressure is actually a little bit fun. I was hoping to start this stream, or start what I'm doing right now, like 30 minutes ago. So I unfortunately can't always start streams at like 6 p.m. That's a little bit early sometimes. That guy has the fancy stuff that I have. Armor. Okay, collect orc orders. I wonder who has that. Maybe a certain messenger or something? How many people are at Treebeard? Now I'm going all rapid. But let's see, 177. Ooh, the population's way down compared to what it used to be. Still not doing, I wouldn't say that's horrible, but it's not down to like Anora levels, and I have no idea what Shadowfax is. I have heard it's worse. Oh yeah, we need the messenger. Can't just kill any plain old orc and get some orc orders. Did I actually think they would trust a plain old white hand villager with us? Can the messenger go this far north? He can. I did not know that. I don't think I've ever had to go down here, but that's what, oh, there are like two of them stacked together. Well, y'all ready for interesting combat? Really interesting combat, I mean? This might actually be a little too dangerous. Warden feels funky. I could see Warden the first time you play it feeling funky. I might have had similar opinions about Warden. I did not initially like it. Oh no, I died. That was definitely dangerous. I went down fast. I was hoping I could bleed that thing and kite him, but we'll just have to wait for a regular messenger and not three of them stacked together. Like this one. I'll go ahead and use a potion. I have plenty of consumables in my inventory, so I do not mind using them. This is the time to use them. Moving on. Yeah, the world of LOTRO feels huge. That is for sure. The thing I liked about Treebeard is that it really did keep you on pace with leveling through a bunch of different zones and not really outgrowing them. It kind of went back to that old style. Unfortunately, I haven't really had time to dedicate to this, and that's something I predicted. And I think I talked about this in the videos, that it'd be mostly a side thing for me, and I wouldn't really spend all that much time here. Now, I did actually expect to do a little bit more. It kind of dropped off a little bit quickly at some point. I think Mordor came out on Anor, so as a kid we started spending a lot more time there, and I think even before that there was a little bit of drop in activity here, but I don't know, now we're going back to it seems. How much raiding do I do in LOTRO? I would say somewhere between a little bit and a lot. I certainly don't raid as much as I could, but I also don't not raid. I'm in this weird position where I basically play on Anor because my kin is there, but we don't really quite have enough people to regularly raid, like even the legendary server content, the 115 stuff with Mordor, for example. So there is that to it, and also with Arkenstone, I play with my kin there, and they raid it a little bit more regularly. I think there's also been some activity drop-offs and other things going on there, but since Anor is my main server, I only play there every once in a while, so I play new stuff when it comes out. But also with LOTRO, downside of the game to me. Where is this? I am so lost right now. I know I have done this before. I should know how to get there. These are the unnecessary slowdowns. So the other way, the road was blocked, right? So you have to go down here, and then there's some like path around here, which takes you in a little circle around the camp. Oh, here it is. How did I miss this? Oh well. Anyway, yeah, on the raiding note, so with LOTRO, I don't like repeating the same raid over and over, and there's not that many raids. They're doing a little bit better, I think, with 130, but instead of having just one giant raid for an entire level cap for a couple of years, it looks like they're going to having one giant raid and maybe a couple smaller raids. I definitely prefer that. It makes me want to raid more at 130, but then I run into the kin problem again, and just not being able to divide enough time and set enough time, I guess, to regularly raid. I also, with LOTRO, I just feel like the game mechanics, while I have tons of fun in raids and the such, the game mechanics don't really lend all that well for high tier raiding to me. It just doesn't interest me to begin with. What do I need here? Defeat Warmaster. Is Warmaster over here or something? I just don't know why it's way over there on the tracker. Unless I did actually go to the wrong place. That is entirely possible. According to the map piece, like right there. Oh, I have to go up there. Let's see, I need potion. I might, yeah. We'll be safe, I don't want to die here. So a couple things to keep in mind with the damage I'm doing is I am 3 levels above these things right here. Oh, things are deadly, not used to that. Y'all can tell I'm out of practice with this whole deadly thing. I'm also out of practice with lone lanes. I should instantly know where to go and how to get there. Alright, let's eat some consumables. So yeah, one thing to keep in mind is I am 3 levels above with the mobs, which helps. And while I am on deadly, I still do a decent amount of damage, I'm just apparently squishy. Virtues aren't doing bad. They're actually pretty decent because we've been able to... I haven't even spent 2 trait points, we'll get some parry chance. But yeah, the build, I don't think my gear is particularly impressive. Actually, I have an item level 28 sword, which is like a level equivalent of a level 23-ish at this point. So it's a pretty nice sword that I got. I think that was a quest from North Downs. And actually at level 25, you can get some really nice weapons, which are the most impactful thing to your character's damage. You can get some really nice weapons in the Fornost, doing the quest for the instance Fornost. The quests are in a camp out in the fields of Fornost, for anybody curious on that. But anyway, the point is, those are really nice that I could actually get a huge upgrade for this character with that. I think there are not two-handed weapons though, just one-handed. But I actually think the one-handed weapons might be better than this low-level two-handed weapon, but I'm not entirely sure. But then I could also use a shield, and some shield skills are kind of insanely strong with the Guardian right now, like shield swipe. I think there was a point where shield swipe might have been the strongest Guardian ability. Here's War Master, and then we need his orders. Uh-oh, he's got the flag. Oh, thought I collected the letters. But as far as rotation with Guardian, something that I would highly recommend always opening with is force opening and going through your parry reaction. Those will be really strong skills, but then when you're in a little bit of downtimes for longer fights, I recommend weaving in sting as much as possible. That is going to be a big damage generator. Actually, sting. Usually you can use sting either every other skill if the other skill has a really long animation, or if you use 2 shorter animation skills, you can use sting once. But the big benefit of sting is it has a super quick animation, so while the damage on it is kind of decent, it's not even horrible. It's decent, you can use it a lot and use it very quickly, so the damage per animation time, if you want to think of it that way, is actually pretty high on it. So it's perhaps a surprisingly high priority skill, is kind of what I end up thinking about it. Okay, I should clear the broken leg soon, just in case I would get floating here. Which, yeah, I think I could have jumped over that. We're down to 19 minutes to finish this stuff up and get caught up. Also, we have a cat on the cat cam, and I did not even notice. I can actually face it there. Oh, the cat cam is broken? Or no, I was looking at the wrong preview. Next up, I did want to say hello to Salmon Pirate and PDC1. All the stuff going on today, I'm surprised I've actually halfway kept up with chat at least. Whee. So many side quests, they're my favorite. Are these guys dual boxer? And what was the problem? Why can't I turn this in? Oh, I have to select bad quest reward or worse quest reward.
What do you need?
Oh, we're on Weathertop. We're not on the instance for Weathertop, but we're on Weathertop. Now, I used to have this thing pulled up on the LOTRO wiki just so I could keep in mind my progress. Volume 1, Book 2. So, I need to get to Chapter 7. Right now I'm on Chapter 4, so that is some crazy good progress. I was really beginning to think I would get nowhere close to done with this. But we have to do Light in the Darkness, then retake Weathertop, then Protected by the Egg Lane, and then we'll be on Radagast the Brown, which is where I need to be caught up with my kin. Also, I'm level 25, so I'm caught up level-wise. This is a good starting point for level. I think 25 is going to be the bare minimum, and ideally I would be able to get up to 27 so I could get any level 32 quests, but this is fine. And if there is time, I could actually run a mission. I doubt there will be time. The retaking Weathertop instance will probably take a good few minutes. But if there were time, I could run a quick mission. The problem is traveling to the mission area in Trestlebridge will be a little bit tough unless I get Oscaruth, which I guess I would get Oscaruth, get that swift travel, and then it wouldn't be as bad. But it'd essentially be time consuming. Now, one benefit I have on my side is it'd probably be slightly slow for my kin to organize and get all set up, so that might save me a few extra minutes if really needed. Plus, if I'm only a few minutes away, I'm sure they'd be willing to wait, because they are nice people. Love it when your sword just bugs and stays out. We always have time for screenshots. Which I'm glad I remember the screenshot button, which is different than New World. Oh, can't get the boar there. Okay, there's a stone up here. Rune-covered stone. Then we have to do something else with it? Oh no, we go to Candy first. And then we'll do the instance and do other things. Okay, so having into account Anor's population trend, Treebeard is stable enough. It's honestly... I don't know. I feel like Agamar is a little bit unhealthy population, if I'm going to be honest. The main reason I play there, the only reason I play there is my kin is there. But I do have to say it's a little bit to me, unhealthy population. I don't know for other people if they would consider unhealthy. But basically it is hard to pug anything, and not that I actually do that much, but it has been hard to pug things. And there is hardly any trading activity, group searches, or anything like that. Auction house is not looking great. I would actually try the fellowship version, but we'll do the solo version. I'll try the fellowship version just for fun if we had time. And yes, I'm back in LOTRO. I'll also be back to LOTRO Friday, and I am hoping to get a video done on the legendary item revamp for tomorrow. I'd still have to record it, but if we get things wrapped up early enough today, I can record, edit, and ideally even render it tonight, but maybe render and upload in the morning. I don't have any strict schedule for the morning tomorrow, but I would like to get started on work. Don't have to go into work, but get started on work even if remote a little bit early. In Snow Lightbringer, I did not have to pre-order Gundabad because Standing Stone Games was kind enough to just give me the Ultimate Fan Bundle. As I'll even share, because I like being open with you all, I will share what they said about it. If I can even find that email again. There we go. It's essentially, yeah, they said give the code without expectation, and it's meant to say thanks for coverage and for me to help feature the content on streams and the such. Which was the same deal with War of Three Peaks. At least Gundabad, I feel like the collector's edition is high enough value, and if you really like the cosmetics, then the Ultimate Fan Bundle, if you really like the boar, I don't think it's that bad. We'll also see the Gundabad toolkit, that type of stuff. I think that could be helpful for some people, but at the same time, to me, actually, the biggest issue, I guess I should talk about what the toolkit is for people that don't know. In the Ultimate Fan Bundle, there's going to be a toolkit that gives you increased currency. Any currency loot from level 1 to 140, you'll get like 10% extra. So that, I think, could be very helpful, but at the same time, my biggest issue actually with currencies and level ranges like that is often reputation blocking me from spending that. So for example, I'm actually completely capped, not on this server, but on Agamor and maybe even Arkenstone, I am completely capped on my, whatever they're called, the War of Three Peaks mission currency, essentially. Completely capped on that. I just don't have enough reputation to actually buy anything. So there's that issue. Do I need to talk to Candace or just defeat these guys? Okay, just defeat. That is the preferred method because I can run fast. Oh, it looks like the difficulty thing went away. That's how I one-shot those 3 orcs. One shot, one ability shot. So yes, essentially I got Gundabad for free, if you could call it free. More so for my work making videos and streaming and the such with the game. I would like to do another developer interview. The thing is, I would also like to vary it up. I wouldn't just want to have Renania back on my channel. Not that he was bad, I actually think he was great and I would love to have him back, but I thought it'd be more interesting if I was able to do something with Standing Stone Games to actually get somebody else. Aren't I supposed to light these fires or something? Or is that something else? Oh, we have to get him. I used to, for some reason I thought you used to have to light these fires though. Maybe that was the Fellowship version. Because it is actually possible that I tried the Fellowship version once. Do not have permission to use that. Well then. Are we waiting on somebody? Oh, there is a torch. Huh. Can I burn the gate? Nope. Do I have to light all these fires? There we go. Wow, Snow, you haven't played LOTRO since July? That's a fairly decent amount of time. I haven't played LOTRO since almost last week. Oh, wait. When did I last stream LOTRO? What did I last stream for LOTRO anyway? I feel like I did, with Dan's Adventures, did a, not Gundabad prep, but kind of starting towards the Gundabad prep type stuff. Also, we can just plow through this. We're on a time crunch here. No time to slowly deal with the goblins, we'll deal with them rapid mode. I know champions are the ones that are supposed to feel like lawnmowers, but I really did feel like a lawnmower there. And hello Rogue Knight, which you actually bring up an interesting point. I don't know what game you do play, or if you follow my channel for a game other than LOTRO, but something I'm curious on because I have been doing New World more frequently. As in, it just came out last week and that's basically all I've played since then until now. I'm curious if there are anybody here that might have joined my channel because of New World. Oh, DDO. Okay. I should probably ask that. And what happened to that orc? Did I just like sting one-shot him? I didn't even get to see his health. I just pressed 1 and he died. I don't even remember targeting him even. Okay, I did target him, but still. Escort Candace to the gate. I think I have seen... Oh, you could actually jump around that rock to get around the gate. Let's try that here. Oh well, this gate worked. But that is good to know if it did actually bug. And yeah, the paywalls in LOTRO, that is definitely something that... Let's just say you're not the only one where that has been turned away because of LOTRO's monetization. At least right now, there's the free quest coupon. If you have not seen that and are interested in LOTRO, I'd highly recommend it. And... yeah, where's Candace? Is he still way back here at the bridge? I'm glad he thought I did very well. It makes me feel so much better. It is kind of funny rushing through LOTRO quests.
How can I be of service?
Alright, I can get really bad gear or once again bad gear, so we'll just go with this random one. I don't have enough room. That means we need to use these Virtue XP things. There we go.
How can I be of service?
I am almost all caught up. We have to go back to the Forsaken Inn. Which I think I have enough time to actually travel by foot. We have 7 minutes till 7. Such great numbers. See, me being too used to New World, I just think I'd climb these rocks, but I cannot climb in LOTRO. Yeah, definitely good to use that code. What you did, I think, was great, Rogue Knight, to use the code just in case you want to play later, because it unlocks an insane amount of content. We're talking about how big the LOTRO world is, like physical size of the zones and the such in the landscape, but the amount of content in the game is also huge. There are all these zones in Eriador, which go to 1 to 50, plus there's Inundwaith and Dunland. Dunland's kind of in this weird place where it's southeast corner of Eriador and also bordering on Rohan here. And Nan Carinair's like right in between both of those. Inventory management. There we go, sort button. Now it's managed. Managedly full. See, I manage my inventory management is managing to get my inventory full. That did not look like a warg at first. It looked like some humanoid in a robe. But yeah, playing LOTRO this fast and just blasting through book quests is kind of interesting. Something I don't do that much. I think I have done it occasionally in the past. But certainly on a server like Treebeard, it wouldn't be my preferred playstyle, but it's actually... I find it interesting. Entertaining. Still having fun. Which is a good thing that I'm having fun in LOTRO and can have fun in it after the blast that New World has been. There are 181 non-anonymous people on right now in Treebeard, so it looks to be a lot down compared to where it used to be, but still I'd actually say quite a bit higher than Anor, and I don't know any comparison to Shadowfax since I have never played there. Hello Haj, you're on Treebeard with 27 Hunter. Fornos would be amazing, but I have a kin event coming up in 4 minutes. We are going to be doing Agamar with Radagast and his quest. The exact thing I've been getting caught up on the book quests here. Brawler will have first stage gauntlets. It's actually the LIs aren't even going to have ages anymore, so they'll be in the new LI system that is 40-ish on Shadowfax. Ooh, that is a little bit small. Ooh, Radagast the Brown. If you need Agamaur, perhaps we could see. We should be grouping up in 3 minutes, and I can let them know. If you are on the book quest, if you happen to be on the same quest I am on, this would be ideal because there are a lot of things that he has, Radagast will have, but there are actually other quests in Agamaur that are associated with him. Now we get to travel and enjoy the beautiful landscape of Lonelands, which I actually think is a beautiful landscape. After having not played LOTRO and switched to New World for a while, I am repeating it, but that's just because it's true. There's some vastness about the landscape that is nice to be back in. And like all my videos that I talk about reasons to play LOTRO and talk about the world building or just any general reviews with LOTRO, often the world building and this type of stuff is something to cherish in the game, I suppose, something I always praise. Yeah, the boar, there it's smiling. That was actually a neat scene. And sorry for bumping the microphone. I don't remember if I have what's it called? Equalizer on OBS or not. But hopefully it knocked out some of the bass rumble from that. Oh yeah, War of Three Peaks. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I really like the content there, but that's basically the exact thing of my review is. My review was basically I love and hate War of Three Peaks. Love it because the content and actually playing through War of Three Peaks was really fun, but also there were a lot of issues with its release. And yeah, the build up and release of War of Three Peaks, a lot of issues going on there. Largely to do with lack of communication and lack of sharing any information about War of Three Peaks. And also some people just didn't like having to pay for it when it was kind of the size of a large quest pack. A large quest pack as in Update 23 had a lot of content for a quest pack, and it was kind of similar-ish to that. It did at least, War of Three Peaks did at least have one instance in one raid. And yes, the LOTRO code can allow you to play for a decent amount of time, definitely, without having to spin. Now, at the same time, currently the expansion quests are on sale for 99 LOTRO points, and you can get enough LOTRO points to buy all 7 expansion quest pack and the such and instances. I kind of forgot what I was going on about. I need to join my kin in Discord, but I need to double check that I have push to talk on since I've had it off for so much without, or with Dan from Dan's Adventures. Yeah, discount is available till November 30th. Okay, I did put it. Input is line in. Oh, that's right. Line in is my own microphone. Okay, should be good. Hello. He said something I did not hear. Turn volume up. Hey, so I had somebody who was interested in joining, if possible, outside the kin. I believe they are this level 27 warden. Alright, wave to him actually. Yeah, Arkenstone is pretty populated as far as servers go. Also, I need to turn my volume probably a bit down. That is where I am. Also, I'm adjusting my volume. Things are a bit quiet. Okay. Yeah, I meant to give myself an hour to catch up, but then I didn't start till like 30 minutes ago. But fortunately made it.
Stay a moment.
I put in Fellowship the name of the person that wanted to join if possible. At least the first one. I don't know about the second one. Also, what difficulty were we doing this at? Okay. Yeah, that's what I do. I didn't know if I should just go ahead and pick up Deadly +6. Alright, and for people that are unfamiliar with me doing group content with my kin, just to explain, all the out of context talking is essentially I'm communicating with my kin on Discord. They're playing on my headphones. LOTRO game sounds are playing on my tiny speakers. And yeah, I'm on push to talk with them and the such. But unfortunately, that means you all can't hear them, and it's not quite ideal, but I guess that's the way it has to work. So I don't know if New World will be a long-lasting MMO. I also don't know if it will be a long-lasting MMO for myself. I plan to play it to, like, I feel like it's a great completionist game. I plan to finish out everything that I want to in the game, but after that I might honestly just not have that much to do. Perhaps it could prove me wrong because I don't really know too much about the game and end-game content and the such and that, but I don't know how much I expect for very long term with the game. It'll probably take me a decent amount of time to do it, but what there is in the game is really fun though. And I feel like as far as the money spent on it, it not being a subscription type game really helps with making it feel like it's worth the price for me at least. Okay, so I am going to for some reason I went to the Boar Fountain. I need to go back to Kellendom or somewhere, right? The landscape difficulty guy. Yeah, I think only one of us needs it. Yeah, I did a tiny bit of soloing today, just killing orcs and the such, and kind of forgot how much damage they can do when you get a few on you at a time. That is true, Eden Gaming. One of the toughest things in LOTRO is figuring out what is junk, what to keep, and that type of stuff. And kind of similar with quests. What quests are junk, and what you want to keep doing. If you want to skip some things, I feel like it can be hard to know what you can and cannot skip. But, yeah. So I have to go Westbury, Southbury, Oscaruth. Oh, did I actually switch difficulty? Did I just ride here and do nothing? Test. Mithril Trader. Wrong one. We need this creepy guy. Birth it in. Deadly +6 going all the way to max. Tier 9.
Greetings. What do you need?
I went to Kellendom and I got it.
What can I do for you?
So I'm headed back to Oscaruth. Oh, my inventory is so full. It's actually kind of stressful.
Greetings.
Yeah, Stramtom, he was actually one that got in with the early update the early Brawler and LI revamp preview that some content creators had, including myself. Strimtom I know was actually in that group as well. He does a lot of DDO, as you mentioned, Rogue Knight, but he does sometimes some LOTRO. Also, where am I headed? Oscaruth. Alright. Oh, we already got book 3. How did that happen? When did I get book 3? Oh well. Yeah. So we're up to... This is scary. I thought I took a lot of damage before. Alright, I need to check my vault. 56 out of 60. Don't think I'll have much luck putting more stuff in here. Aha. Oh, here, this one has a lot of space. We can put, I feel like I could just put all my crafting stuff in here. And then I have some armor and the such that I can just sell. I'll probably get a ton of loot here, but we'll do this. Let me not necessarily shrink it down, but move it down. Sometimes you can make things more efficient. It takes a little bit of time, but then you can make things more efficient. Quicker in the long run. Quicker until you bump your water bottle with the mouse. This is really filling my shared storage up. I might as well put the scroll cases in too. And all these consumables, that really is a row and a half in my inventory that I just don't need filled up. Also, I might be able to craft myself better weapons. I don't know if I can do that in Oscaruth, but we can try. Do I have a beginner guide for LOTRO? The closest thing I have is my class guide. I don't think I have an overarching beginner's guide, but I have a playlist of content guides which has some beginner topics. I had one on stats, I have one on class trait points, I might even have one on virtues, I kind of forget. Yeah, I think I have one on virtues, leveling virtues. And then I have a class guide to the classes rather, and then some scattered about class guides. So more so, if I actually had a beginner's guide, it would be spread out through a bunch of different videos. Oh, that's an available quest. Wait, why did I go? Is Radagast in here? If he is, that is news to me. I thought he was in a tower in Oscaruth and Agamaur. Not a tower in Oscaruth, but rather a tower in Agamaur. I really hope I'm not tanking today.
Will you help me?
Collect bog moss from the brawler nest. Alright then. There's a good old, I love the hobbit on the board. Every time I see it, it just feels like a perfect match. Hobbits and boars. Oh. Well, there's a second cat on the desk, but the one cat is taking up the bed. Welcome back. Hunters are definitely still good in LOTRO, and Nathan, I do plan to eventually go back to Final Fantasy XIV. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I'm kind of oddly a little bit in the mood to actually play that game. Okay, so let me go ahead and set my milestone here. I got cattail on my keyboard. Agamaur. I think Agamaur will be interesting with deadly +6, 6 people running on the landscape. Oh yeah, I was going to try to craft a weapon real quick. Is there a weaponsmith? Oh, there actually are expert people. I might be able to barter for a recipe and just make myself a level 25 weapon. What do we want to use? I kind of want to use a great axe. There's an axe. Is there a great axe? Oh, maybe there is no great axe. Is there at least a two-handed sword, a great sword? Wait, there's great sword. Okay. Ideally, I would get all these recipes, but I'm running a little bit low on gold. I guess there is no great axe. That's a little bit sad. Oh well. A good class if you just started. Hunter and Champion could be two ones. Hunter is ranged and has a lot of good travel and movement options. Champion is good if you like melee. If you like magical, they're a little bit tougher to get into, but Lore Master, as far as free classes, could be decent. If you like Healing Minstrel for free classes. Guardians are also fairly easy. They're a little bit more sturdy, I guess dependable than Champion. Champion, you can do a lot of AoE and good single target damage. Okay. We have a break in the game, and she won't leave me alone. Oh, Burglar, that one. I feel like Burglar is one of the least popular classes in the game, even though I hear people say they like them. It's kind of interesting. Oh, I don't have any crit ingredients. Actually, I would have to crit this for it to even be an upgrade. Well then. Guardians, I don't think their damage is that bad. At least this Guardian's damage isn't. Their damage peaks around low 30s though, I think, in my experience. Low 30s, maybe 30 to 40 is when their damage peaks. And then they don't scale too well with allies and imbued allies. Alright. I accidentally muted myself. I don't know when that happened. Did y'all hear me talk about the crow? I was actually a little bit terrified of the crow being on Deadly +6 on tier 9. Hopefully I wasn't too needed for too long. Oh. But from hearing cat purrs to nothing, I'm trying to get the audio balance. I might just have to turn my audio down. I actually do not know if I could kill a warg. I might be able to. I don't know. I also might actually have to go sword and shield. I have a low level shield and I have a 23 mace, so not too terrible. So if I actually do end up doing some tanking or just wanting defenses in general, I will equip the shield. Also the shield, I have said this, but the shield skills do kind of crazy damage. Okay, it looks like people are starting to spread out. This character is level 25. I know it can be hard to see, especially if you're on a small screen with a high resolution, the way things don't scale in LOTRO. Are there any side quests I should have? Because I only have the book quest right now. Okay, perfect. I honestly didn't even think about it. What do we need? Bog lurkers? Oh, the nest. Okay. Gotta get out of those red spots. At least I'm still trained on that. Yeah. I feel like we're probably better geared, more traits and the such, more skills. Then that Norbog took out 3/4 of my health like nothing. And Glor healed it all the way back up like nothing. Yeah, PvP in LOTRO is a little bit weird, but it's essentially a zone. You can make creeps, as they're called, monster players. And it is in the Agamaur zones. There's also technically an Osciliath zone, but I have no idea how that works. And Cat is back. I still made some nests over here. Oh. Oh, there are actual bog lurkers here too. I thought there were. If I actually pull one, if they have ranged abilities, that would be not good. Yeah, that's the thing with LOTRO, is you can easily outlevel stuff. That's one of the benefits, kind of opposite of what we were doing moments ago, but one of the benefits of the Treebeard server is a very slow XP gain, so you don't actually have to use an XP to save lore. At the same time, I'm using 4 of my XP boost items just to help catch my character up a little bit and get at least to level 27. Last year they had an event server where you could do PvP where it was actual free people's players, freeps. Oh, champion's about dead. Don't know where the champion is. Oh, we got a Brawler. Did we get 2 of them? Yes, we did pull 2 of them. Oh. Almost pulled that thing. Combat with something. There we go. Do you mean the high health res? Oh, I did not. No. I actually got the res though, so there we go. Oh. You have a detour con, don't you? I accidentally pulled this Norbog. Out of habit. Did you all get finished up with everything? Are we still needing some? Wow, Frank, you started playing LOTRO in the summer of 2008. That was a long time ago. I don't think I can gather these on this character because unfortunately not an explorer. What's that one? That is the dwarf. "37 damage devastate." I actually believe that with this difficulty increase. So Jimmy, your dwarf there, Worry, he looks, I don't know, way different I feel like than all of your other dwarfs. Oh, I saw that work. I think I would have ended up pulling him anyway. Oh. I was thinking, I don't think I've actually seen that helmet before. Here, we'll get a look of it here.
You have returned.
There's Radagast. So with LOTRO about open world groups and the such, a lot of public groups in this game, I think for that type of stuff you would have to probably pre-plan it. I don't think it'd be that easy to just find random groups for the whatever quests you happen to be on. Also a lot of the book quests, which is, I think for a decent amount of people, the focus of the game is book quests. A lot of those actually require you to be solo, and even some landscape zone quests require you to be solo. As if they have like solo instances, they're not in the open world, but they have instances that you can only do solo. Some of them are like 2 or 3 people. I need somebody else to pull that org. Sweet. Using the people in my fellowship to my advantage. So we are, oh, we still need to be in Agamaur. We still have to be outside of Agamaur, but we do have to defeat whites here now, which I believe are a bit east. The area shows like way over here, but I think there are tons of whites in the eastern part there. I don't remember if that's like Min Ilias or something like that. That's probably nowhere near the actual name of it, but I feel like there's an M with it. That place up there. They're also the Gaunt Whites. There we go. Yeah, LOTRO landscape is definitely soloable. Oh, I guess we're going up there. I can go up that way, I think. I just found some whites. Do y'all want to start this here? Well, we got one behind us anyway. Don't want to be in there. This is going to be challenging, the signature. Focus on getting a little white. Yeah, that happened to me, Just Belly. You said that you still play almost daily. I assume we're still referring to LOTRO in the chat, but You said you still play almost daily, but most people you play with have quit over the years, and it was actually similar with me. But it's kind of I feel like the nature of things sometimes that just ends up happening. So, I am using a two-handed weapon right now, actually. I might actually switch to something else. I do not want to tank right now. Ideally, I don't want to get any aggro. We have higher level people and I think sturdier people than me. Actually, the champion is higher level but lower health. Maybe they aren't all that much sturdier. I kind of assume people have good gear. The warden might see her there. We have to defeat 15 whites here. Wow. Uh-oh. That was a bad idea. There, I finally almost pressed a New World button and tried to dodge with shift. Almost did it. There is save the mini. Ooh, got a good devastate there. Let's get the war singer. He'll sing Agamaur no more. Yeah, Guardian DPS for some reason is quite fun to me. It would be neat in LOTRO if landscape was just across the board harder. I personally wouldn't mind it. Yeah, that is actually Slava. When I commented about to the Guardian about his outfit, that's actually what he said way back in the day. Mine's a Warrior pre-order from specifically GameStop. That's kind of crazy. He's hiding it a little bit in the bush leaves there. But my cat is deciding to lay on wires instead of the comfy cat bed. Oh, I got 16 damage on that bow shot. Hello to the person speaking in Russian that I unfortunately cannot read. And it looks like a question. Oh, this is good. Oh no, we had our first deadly tier 9 death. Deadly +6, but anyway, had my first one with this group. That is why I don't want to tank, but they decided to put shield over my head and the such. It would be interesting to see, especially having played New World, how the Amazon Lord of the Rings game could have turned out. He's asking if there are... he was asking if there were Russian speakers in the chat. Hold on, my English. Yeah, it sure makes our heavy armor seem like extra light armor. I'll go ahead and taunt this guy. Or not taunt him. Okay, we'll deal with the summoned white. I found the strategy that people in my firm playing. We're just helping the minstrel with his res deed. Alright, so Mr. Britt, you asked about LOTRO content creation. Any advice? That is actually a really tough question. I guess it depends if you mean more stream, let's play type content, or videos, commentaries, that type of stuff, guides. Either way, one thing I see with a lot of LOTRO videos that just randomly pop up is people have kind of bad grammar in the titles and the such and don't capitalize things. That is something that really bothers me, and if I were searching for LOTRO videos or any other game videos and I saw that, I probably would not want to watch those videos. Oh. Yeah, we had to go to the Circle of Blood first. I don't know why my nose is so itchy right now. Ooh, gold. Oh, I was hoping I found the shortcut. That was more of a extra long thing.
You have returned, I see. This is dire news.
Also, this is something I just personally don't like, but when people put music in the background of their video, especially if they have it loud, it is really annoying, and I just usually turn off videos if they have that. Especially, again, if it's really loud. If it's something that's blended in kind of quiet in the background, and not just like drum, hi-hat, snare, bass kick type stuff. Here, I'm going to put on follow real quick and I will investigate. You should get at level 36. So one more level and you can get pair up. Yeah, there can be reasons for music, but if it is, I'm referring specifically to commentaries right now and guides. That is something that I personally just really dislike, so I don't really put it in my videos. I've thought about if I put music in my videos in the background, it would probably be music in the game that I am playing. I think there is one video that I actually did that, maybe one or two videos where I've actually put LOTRO game music, but it's for a specific purpose. I think the Exploring Wildwood video, I did that. I had Wildwood music in the background. I mean... Jumping on the boar is a little bit weird. Ooh. You know, that's kind of what I do, and it's like a perfect balance. So we need some gauntmen here. Oh, none there. Ashes of Creation. I have to look into that game because I know basically absolutely nothing about it. I know it's a game and I think it's an MMO. Those are the two things about the game that I think I am aware of. I feel like New World has actually rejuvenated my interest in newer MMOs again, though. I feel like we were just here. Is that right? I wonder, actually, with that big crit, definitely wasn't worth using the bleed, but I wonder on these regular mobs if on average it is worth using the bleeds. And I'm used to chests in New World also being quite valuable, but I'll go ahead and still loot this one. But in LOTRO, they're kind of boring, at least at this level. Higher level chests start to become interesting again. Especially, I would say... Oh, I'm not seeing the Gauntman over here. Oh, is he right below the bridge? I'm sorry. I was trying to scout it out, but can't see right under me. Look at all this fighting that was missing. Oh, I didn't quite get the hook at all. More mini res deed progress. Yeah, exploration, that is really fun in New World. It's just an interesting world for me to explore. Yeah, the minis res deed probably already is getting maxed out for the day. Oh, what difficulty should you do on Treebeard? I think Deadly, like the base Deadly tier 3 difficulty is a good start. That's what I have been running for most solo stuff. It can get dangerous if you pull multiple enemies or especially signatures and elites. They were being a little bit difficult at first. Is it really? Huh. That was me having chat open while trying to walk forward. Oh. So I died last time by pulling both of these myself. Getting my big 460 crits here. Oh, that guy does not count. It looks like he's a gaunt man. That's like people try to put extra L's in LOL, but it doesn't make sense. I have seen that, but I meant like that. But it's still, I guess, really loud. So do y'all know where some that might count for our quests are? Yeah, I was wondering if we should just jump, because I actually see a couple down there. Red Warden? I would do Red Warden for probably a decent chunk of the low to mid levels, but at level 80, I want to say, whenever you get Ranger's Only Challenge, I think it's worth switching back to yellow, and even potentially all yellow, or not all yellow, but yellow, then with extra points going into red. When you get Ranger's Only Challenge, but also potentially you could consider that with that one skill. Not that one skill, but that one tree. Yep. Actually, I find it really fun, which is also really scary for my LOTRO playtime. New World. I need one more. Thought I saw two down here, but it was an archer. Oh, why did I run? Yeah. I am still not 100% sure on how that works, but yeah, essentially, like if we took our kin into that game, we could own the whole zone actually by owning the settlement. And yeah, you can have like wars and stuff, PvP wars over it, I think, something like that. I haven't gotten to doing any of that, but I think it's how it works. Yes, it just came out last week. Yeah, this is honestly the first MMO, or first game even, that has actually been fun and exciting for me, other than LOTRO, the past few years. So it's been nice. Yes. And a lot of them had really long queues and the such during launch day in the first few days, but it's kind of calmed down, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's a one-time fee as well. Nope. I honestly did not expect to enjoy the game based on the combat being so different. but I found it surprisingly fun. I also really like the gathering and crafting in it. Distracted talking about New World with my kin while playing LOTRO. Yeah, or not Dan, what's he go by, Tugro? Skolnir? He and I have been playing New World a lot the past week. On Friday, when you all did Narrowband, and somebody in Discord commented New World, which I thought was funny. Assuming meaning that's what I was playing. Unfortunately, I already planned that out before I knew we were doing that. But, yeah. Yeah,
There is a gaunt lord.
Tugro and I have been playing it a lot the past week.
I have a task.
Travel to North Downs. I've already done North Downs. That's kind of funny. We'll filter.
You have returned, I see.
Oh, that was scary. Y'all see how tall this door is? It's almost twice my height. But watch what happens when I go inside. I found another door that shrinks when you go inside. Was it Lake Town that we were noticing that? See? Tall door. Short door. Okay. So PDC 1. I didn't actually see what server you're playing on. But you said you're going to bring your hunter and a runekeeper to cap, and then you'll have a bunch of bank and crafting alts. That's always good. Honorary sheriff. Wait, did somebody send me a tell? X-Man. It was X-Man. And when did they send me a tell? You know, it's kind of funny. You mentioned it's like a pirate game that you've been playing. New World isn't necessarily pirate, but it's kind of pirate-like themes in it. Yeah. If I remember correctly, there might be some sort of back in time element, but that might have been something I was dreaming up. But anyway, it's like set in the 1700s. And there are 3 factions, and one of them is like pirates. There's a cult-like one, and others like religious paladin type one. Yeah, you choose which one, and essentially if you do PvP and the such, that's when it comes into play. Yeah. That'll be like your, what are they called? Companies, but the guild is based on your faction. You can't have people outside the faction. That is the faction I chose, the pirates, the marauders. But honestly, if you all do play, I would love to form a Mithril company there. Adamantium. Oh, 3 a.m. Oh, Evernight. Yeah, big EU server. And it's 3 a.m. there. That is quite late. Although I have been staying up almost that late lately. Ooh. For mine, I can run like between high and very high, but Tugro is running, I think, a little bit older. I don't know like what GPU you have, but he's using GTX 970 and it runs smooth, and he's running like medium to high settings maybe. Okay. Yep. So, who is it? Snow from YouTube. Snow something or other. Okay, Snow Lightbringer. Snow Lightbringer, that makes me think of a Paladin. I know I just talked about Paladin as a different thing, but like a I don't know, Paladin in a snowland. It's interesting. Oh, Glor was AFK that whole time? Hello, Jess McNamara? Oh, I actually do have to talk to somebody at the Earthkin. Kind of randomly. Oh, I thought we were ready to go to Agamaur. That's where our book quest is. That is a friendly Earthkin guy, I believe. Trying to keep... Well, somebody's going over there. Oh, I tried. Did everybody make it down? If y'all want me to stop talking about New World, that's fine, but one thing interesting is they don't have a class system, and basically your abilities are determined by your weapon. Yeah, each weapon you level up individually, and that'll unlock abilities and such for it. So like, I actually don't feel much of the need to make an alt, because I can just switch my character and basically make him an alt. Yeah, because you can also do all the gathering and crafting, you don't have to like pick anything up for it. So I get to keep all that progress essentially, which I would lose if I made an alt. Yeah, there is all that type of stuff. It's a little bit of a process, but at least I really enjoy the crafting in it. Hello, Dragon Slayer. No nameplates and LOTRO. Yeah, no nameplates, that's better. Oh, so let's see, PDC 1. That's a good strategy, actually. Also, you can stop and get some bountiful iron deposits if you're fast enough. Okay, so back to PDC's one comment. He said, oh, if you ever wanted to criticize something about our host gaming style, do you know our host is actually missing? There she is. She's on the cat tree, the little hammocky part of it. Circle hammock? I saw the shield animation when I used my attack. That was kind of odd. And we brought out Bog Warden. Well, that thing's good because it's a Warden. Number 2, number 1, inventory management. The use or lack thereof nameplates. Ew. Sometimes I use those. Yeah, Yellow Beorning is quite strong. I would say it's probably the solo king in this game now, no longer Blue Warden. Yellow Beorning is the new solo king to me. Not even necessarily solo king as far as damage, but I mean soloing like group content, tough content, group content, that type of stuff.
Greetings. Would you do something for me?
Okay, I have it. Y'all ready? Oh, that was some mighty fine cheering. None of us died. Did y'all get it done? I forgot the book quest went down to Harlog. I was wondering how I got basically caught up to do Agamar so quickly when I obviously didn't. So, might as well pick these up in case I potentially get them done. Also, why is my quest thing so far over to the right? It's taking up too much screen real estate. On track. Track. Mushrooms. I guess so. Dwarf Iron Deposit is really valuable for me. I think I just got this character to Artisan tier. Let's knock that in. Gathering can be exciting in LOTRO. That's why I like Explorer so much. It's just a different type of gathering than, of course, New World. Just that you can do everything in New World and there are so many different things to gather. I feel like that makes it, I guess, feel a little bit better sometimes. Makes it, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm kind of surprised how much Fate gives for Beornings. It's surprising. Gives a lot of stuff to them. I think maybe slightly less finesse than other classes, but then it gives crit and other things. Or maybe it gave more finesse and more crit at the same time, I don't remember. But yeah, Fate is a surprisingly useful stat for Beornings, it seems. I also think Fate in general is surprisingly useful. Whenever they update the stats once again for like the umpteenth time in the past few years, they made Fate pretty decent when it started giving finesse, crit at the same time, and a lot of ICPR, but that's something that isn't the biggest worry for high-level characters. I even think one piece of Fate gear gives enough ICPR to really set you, because you don't really have that much more power at level 130 than you do at 26. It only goes up like 4 times, whereas my health would go up 100 times. That's sometimes how I have felt on my alts. If I did not gather on them, their journeys would be done a lot quicker, essentially. But half the fun is gathering and collecting all the materials. I feel like that's why I do it. That's why I like the gathering at New World. Like, I'm sometimes more worried about my gathering levels than my character level. Oh, almost did my second time for a shift to dodge. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forget you run this on Mac. How is that? So does it play pretty normal? Like smooth? Oh. So somebody in my kin, I think, has a Windows emulator or something like that. I don't know the exact details, maybe Wine. But they play on Mac. But it actually plays, what they're doing to play LOTRO on the Mac plays better than the original Mac client for LOTRO, so that's kind of interesting. As much as I don't like Mac, it at least has its uses. Bog Lord. He looks kind of normal for a lord. In Soviet LOTRO, you don't gather supplies gotta be. LOTRO really has the perfect amount of syllables for that to work. Yeah, mining nodes would dismount you and that sort of stuff. Those were the days. It's become such a convenience to just go on the war seat at full speed around the landscape, or even regular mount your boar, fancy boar. They ran to the north, I think? They left you to die to the crawlers? Worry worth the wary? I don't know how I just noticed that. I don't think he's actually still AFK. What are we doing here? Oh, is that the real Bog Lord? Oh. I didn't want to charge in and draw aggro, but then I drew aggro anyway. Alright. I'm done. No, that was not an incoming wipe. That was easy peasy. Brawlers are more dangerous than that guy. Must not have that one on my tracker. Which one is that? Rest at last? Now we can head north. Great. I'm pretty happy with where I ended up. Oh, where were you? Oh. I didn't actually see the person dying. I don't know if we're gonna get to Garthagar one this evening. I would guess not. But we should get to Agamaur, but I'm actually not entirely sure. We might do some Agamaur stuff. I don't know how much we will do. Candidates are usually closer to 2 hours, but this one might go longer. But yeah, Garthagar one should be fun. We unfortunately won't get the extra tier 9 difficulty on that, but I think it's still a fun instance to me. Ouch. But yeah, Redline Guardian's fun. To me, Redline Baroning isn't that fun. Yellow line's pretty decently fun to me. Blue line is the most fun to me. Might already be cap for the day. I don't know why, but oh no. Oops. I might find that, yes. He crit me for about 1.5-ish times my health. Actually a little bit less than that, more like 1.33, I would guess 1.37. Let's see. I'm curious enough that I'm actually going to calculate it. 3393 divided by 24, 40. 1.39. I actually forgot what I said, but the actual amount is 1.39 times my health. Did I say 1.38? 7? Did I say 9? Anyway, I am level 26. The champion is level 26. The Baroning is level 35. The burglar is 28. The minstrel is 33. The warden is 28. Yeah, I guess I felt like getting one shot. The champion has, okay, he has pretty good gear. I think he has better gear than I do. So, we got that going. The Bear Warning has decent, yeah, pretty much the same gear as the champion is, well, some higher level as well, so pretty good. Weapon would be the big concern with the Bear Warning. Their weapon's a little bit low, especially for 35. Burglar running, ooh. Not the best gear. Weapons are looking pretty decent though. For their level. Minstrel, he is running, yep, he is running some level 32 gear. Running a level 18 weapon, but at least it has will. It's a little bit less important for the Minstrel. Got a hero bow. He's got some of the XP boost and stuff. The earring. Focus, that would be the, actually I don't remember. Oh, thank you. I don't know why the sleep emote never works for me anymore. It used to work. Now he's almost sleeping. So for PDC 1, you were talking about Hunter. Oh, you leveled in red only. That's a little bit surprising. That's what Plastonic was talking about. Okay. He is over here. But be careful there. Orphuin actually got hit by a named NPC over here. Was there a rare the whole time? Or something like that? I really didn't mean to cause this trouble. I thought I was just going to where you all went. Okay, so are we going out this way? Oh, I'm about to die. I could have actually got to my potion there. Oh, if you, Dragon Slayer, if you are on Treebeard, if you are able to do that, I would appreciate it. I don't have that much rich iron. I also am not an armor smith, but if you're able to do that, that would be very nice. Here, you said if I want that, add your character or send a normal in-game mail message. Here, I will. Oh no. Workload. Kiting in this area is kind of dangerous as well. I tried to send a message to Frackball there, but did not seem to work. Or at least if you are here offline. There is Gostoth. Which might have been pointed out, but my first time seeing him. a lot of work to get to this guy. And then he was just like, did nothing. Exactly. I saw a crawler. Oh, the bear's fighting one. I guess the bear got hungry. Ooh, I think I have an animation cancel. Let's see. Oh, he used it out of order. Watch out, Glor. I was right in front of you, but that's okay. I foolishly try to get some dwarf iron. Somebody made a lot of noise. I don't know a lot of noise, but a loud noise. Oh, Dan's Adventures. Somebody got me. Or did you say worry? Right behind you. I did get that door fire. You want to run to the side? Away from things? Normally I'd suggest otherwise, but I feel like we've been here forever in that one little corner. I don't know. I feel like you all should be concerned.
What do you need?
I guess I'll go with weaponsmith. Not enough for him, sounds about right. Oh yeah, I need to... My dryer's doing its anti-wrinkle cycle thingy. I need to go just turn it off. I think we're about to do a group AFK, so I can do it then. Bed of the Weaving Wood. Oh, that's one of those box thingies. Yeah, I think that's enough stuff sold. Weaponsmith. Hoping it actually has useful recipes. Might as well accept the bounty again, why not?
What can I do for you?
We want weaponsmith. Also get ruby shard from that.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Not only does it give you the recipe, it gives you a shard. Oh, is that one of those things? Uh-huh. It's ring... Agility and crit. Ooh, the spear could be nice if I use a shield. I think I'll go with that. Great. Sounds good. The kin leader on Treebeard is the main person of worry here, also known as Jimmy. All of my items are in one bag, and I did max out additional storage, both of those. I assume I have some task items to turn in. It'd be useful. Broken wooden maces, broken wood spears, could get some of those. Where do I turn these in? Probably at this guy.
How can I be of service?
I feel like Egg Lane would be a really good reputation to
Greetings.
spin these on. If I remember correctly, at least Egg Lane is one of the harder ones to get, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just less familiar with how you can get it. I thought maybe there were some crafted items you could do, crafted rep items that you could use.
What can I do for you?
Okay, so we are doing an AFK break here. How about tough storage these? AFK break here, so I am going to fix my dryer up real quick.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, the vault is not maximized, that is for sure. And the shared storage isn't maximized, but you have to buy that from the store. The vault is, oh, I actually have enough gold. I'm up to 4 gold something, so I could actually upgrade that. But yeah, I will be right back. I am back. And rolling over my headphones there. There's another cat right. Which hand do I use? Right there. In the tree. Anyway, we can go back to LOTRO. This actually is a skinny cat. She does not eat enough. I guess she eats enough, but she could. I feel like he's gaining a little bit more weight. So when everybody gets back, we're doing the fellowship version of that quest. I can make a mace. Okay, that's what I got. I thought I got 2 scroll cases. Did I either not use the second one or did it have nothing good? As a great sword, so this would be an upgrade one. I'm able to make the 67.8 DPS decent upgrade. And when I get high enough level to use it. PDC1, you have a serious question? Now is the time for it when nothing is going on. Coolion, Vanguard of the Rift. Oh, he's level 50. Worry wort the wary. Boom shakalaka? Glory? Honorary share? Is anybody in here? According to the map, there's 3 people. We got Norian the Undying, who's not in the group. We have Lindsay Dale, happy to help, who is. Nokomis, Chronicler. Sirgonvin of the 7 Stars.
Much has happened.
So I think raw DPS versus primary and secondary stats. I usually highly prioritize weapon DPS. So one way to tell is look at a skill. When you upgrade weapons, this applies especially to non-LI type weapons, but one way you can tell if a weapon is an upgrade or a gear piece is an upgrade, you can look at the damage it does. So like with my current two-handed sword, it does 106 to 151 damage, and if I decided to equip this random axe I have that is 55.1 DPS, but it has more might, this is actually a proper consideration, I think. I am a little bit genuinely curious how this will affect it, because it has lower DPS, only 1 less damage, but it has 26 might, so it is entirely possible this great axe will be an upgrade. And let's see how it affects my skill damage. So it does do less damage with the great axe even with the might upgrade. So that essentially tells me that the DPS is more important on this one, even with that might. Now might gives hardly any physical mastery. So we'll go back with the sword. Curiously, what the one-handed spear would be, which looks pretty nice. That is this. I think I accidentally muted myself, but we're just trying to get a screenshot here. One of us. Speech is not. But yeah, that's the problem with eating a snack. I think no is an emote. I hope it is. I tried. I can open my icons back up.
Much has happened. I will need your aid again. Are you prepared to leave?
Ah, same thing, okay.
The Gaunt Lord Ivar spreads corruption through Agamaur, the Red Swamp, raising a host of evil to do the bidding of
That part is true and a good consideration, Plastonic, if you are talking about a weapon you don't really use on your class. Like, or if it's just a stat stick, so to speak. Sword on a hunter is mainly for the stats rather than the actual damage it does.
We must make haste.
We didn't do... Yeah. I think we didn't do many side quests this time. Oh, we lost our difficulty. I forgot about that. I was looking forward to dying to this route. Oh, I'm a pretend warden with a spear. I have a... Oh. No, you can go. There is halberds would be the closest thing to two-handed spears. Halberds are only captains can use them, but you can put halberds in your wardrobe and cosmetically equip them as a non-captain. So actually, one of my guardians, I think the one on Arkenstone, actually use a halberd, but the cosmetic for it. It's kind of neat. Kind of neat. It uses the same animation as two-handed axes and two-handed hammers, so it works. I forgot all of Radagast stuff that wasn't, like, before we get to Agamaur proper with all the side quests. That's what I thought we were actually doing today, but this is totally fine. I'll have to change the title from Agamaur, because obviously we weren't doing that, but Book 2 and Radagast. Oh, whoops. My bad. I can switch to a better weapon, by the way. I don't have have to use the spear. We saw it's quite lower damage, but it's still fun. I can equip a shield and do the same thing. This is actually when I did my Guardian shield deeds. I did it with a spear just because I like spears so much. It's kind of funny on a Guardian, I find. That should be a couple months from now, maybe? It was December, right? I'm honestly mainly looking forward to that because we can use the 120 Valor, which has all the nice boost to it other than just XP. Also, Radagast is doing something. Yeah, this would be pretty fun, I think. Interesting to try solo. I wouldn't actually mind switching to yellow line to play here in this place. I was going to do a Roland-y thing. I guess I might have gone the wrong way. Oh well, that was fun. Hey, we're in Agamaur. We actually did make it to Agamaur. That's a tiny little tomb thingy. There's all his friends. The maiden. Well, Garth Garwin doesn't get the difficulty boosted anyway. The maiden, if I remember correctly, that would be the tier 6 one, the red maiden, are you hell? Yet, I think Garth Garwin itself is kind of interesting to try to solo. Depending on your class, I think some of them could handle it. Let's see, Hunter. The ones that I feel like could handle it. Hunter might be a little bit tough, but there are some surprising things about Hunter that can help with that. Ooh, I got Brutal Assault. This is something I should have been excited for when I leveled up. Although it's actually, Brutal Assault is kind of not useful skill right now. It does a little bit of decent damage in single target, but that's about it. Even Guardian's Ward is stronger than it and has faster animation. If you do Hunter, you might know this already, but if you go in the evade stance on Hunter, Quick Shot will heal, and it's a pretty strong heal on level. It was actually kind of rivaling, if not better, than the Warden self-heals because of how poorly the Warden self-heals are skilled and just how weak in general they are at this point. It's kind of backwards, but that's the way it is. And then I think Beorning, Warden, maybe Guardian, but Beorning and Warden would be two that would have an easier time. Captain at that level, I'm not entirely sure because you don't really get a lot of your self-heals and OP type stuff, OP feeling stuff by that point. I don't know if it is similar, but I put like a cat bed on my desk because they always come up here anyway. Ooh. I actually don't know exactly what we're doing here. Just going deeper into Agamaur, okay. Lore Hunter sounds interesting. Instead of being a master of lore, they're hunting the lore. Perhaps they could be a mix of hunter and lore master, a mix of magic and a mix of shooting things with arrows. Level 20, North Downs or Lonelands. Both are pretty good zones, I think. Lonelands has a pretty smooth experience compared to North Downs, but I just feel like Lonelands is an underrated zone. It's a really nice zone and I'd recommend doing it, but also I personally probably have more fun at North Downs. Ooh. Agamar. North Downs does also have some more group type content, while Lonelands, this is group content. Garth Garwin, that's a 3-man area, and there's also some slightly group content-ish stuff there. North Downs does have a little bit more groupier content, a little bit more difficult stuff. It's probably mostly easily soloable, but if you're pretty new to the game, might be a bit tough and doesn't require like a full fellowship anymore. But there is also first of all, in North Downs there is Fornost, which the actual instance is proper 6-man, and it's actually somewhat difficult running at level 25 on level, and particularly the boss fights and the last boss.
Are you prepared?
Somebody's audio is playing back.
How can I be of service?
Nice. Oh, I've killed a Morgul Blade once. Well, we're in Agamaur. We made it. Should be getting ready for Agamaur. I believe we are not continuing this, but what I thought I could do is do some Brawler stuff. Just log into 30.3 and check out some of the changes and the such. That'll probably be the last thing I have for the stream. Let me just confirm. So just to confirm, we were done with the stuff today. Okay. Radagast.
Yes, this will do.
Ooh, nice one-handed sword. Decent bracelet that could be an upgrade. A ring. Oh, there is actually a chance that the bracelet would be an upgrade, so I'll go ahead and take it.
I must bid you farewell.
And
for
of
now.
course I want to accept all these.
I fear there is little to be done. I have a task for you.
Here's all a Radagast
Yes,
quest for
come to
Agamaur.
this. There is great evil here.
Wait, I am curious if the door gets larger again on the outside. Yeah, this door is larger on the outside than it is on the inside once again. Setting difficulty to max is mainly for challenge, but you do... For max versus, like, tier 3, there actually isn't a difference. Tier 9 versus tier 3 or Deadly 0 versus Deadly 6. There's no difference, but going up in the difficulty can get you more XP on monster kills and more virtue XP. So at difficulty and above, at Deadly and above, you get plus 20% XP on monster kills and plus 5% virtue XP gain. And otherwise, it's pretty much just for the challenge. And for me, it's primarily the challenge, but the little boost in virtue XP is nice. Also, my monitor there flashed with something. I have no idea what that was. I don't know what that was. But anyway, since we are done with the events on whatever server this is today, Treebeard, I am going on Brawler, which I have all nice and updated and ready to go. I have too many things open. Okay, we need to exit this LOTRO. While waiting, there is no cat on the cat. Actually, there is a cat on the cat cam. Oh wow, 100 logging, Dan. That is on New World for anybody curious. Let's just make a quick brawler. Oh, I don't have the game showing anymore, do I? Okay, hairstyle, facial hair. I've kind of learned how to make a dwarf. Good. Thanks for the fun. This will be called Louis Dwarf. Just quickly making a character, and of course a brawler, just to see what's going on a little bit. Much has changed with the last beta round. Can see the cat on top of the cat tree in the cat cam as well, getting a snack. Oh, LOTRO store is actually showing up. That's a bad thing. I have not. Well, actually, I did 1 or 2 quests, but that was it. I didn't do any connected to Trail of Rust or anything. I just did what happened to be in the hall. Yeah, thank you for... There we go, external store. Yeah, I'm not sure if Brawler will be fun for me. We'll see. Sorry, this took a while to get to. Ooh, this is ugly. Eh. Okay, I need to... let my layout load. Perfectly named Louis 7. Gold presents, silver presents. And then I'll need to load the UI again. Oh, I guess I could learn my mount, but that takes too much time. We'll enjoy the peaceful Farron's Court area. Turn floating names off, can't have those on. In the group content we were doing, I was playing a Guardian. This is the beta, of course, that is up for the Brawler. How many people are on? 21 people on. Quite a few are Brawlers. BRWLs. So the main thing I was interested in was looking at the LI stuff and just seeing... I probably won't even equip this character that much, just seeing what the Brawler has. Wouldn't be bad to have a weapon. Alright, have a weapon equipped. I think Pummel, last I saw, was still bugged. So Pummel is still bugged on its damage. I guess I could get some decent weapons. Well, I'll get an LI. We can look at that. Let me make sure I make myself a map. Unfortunately, ancient scripts have a cap of 10,000. That seems a little bit low to me, but I guess that's the way it is in games. They like to cap currency, and I'm personally not the biggest fan of that. Now, where did Fantu go, or Fantus, whatever the gold-giving boar is? Where did he go? He used to be right here, but there is another one in the proper tavern. I guess I might have to go back to him. Also, might be good to get mythril coins and such. Good night. Alright, we are disconnected on Discord. And there he is. Also, it wouldn't be bad for me to get some mythril coins. We'll get a few 100 gold though. Yeah, I probably should make a video on preparing LIs, but that's something I honestly don't care too much about. So I don't feel much motivation to make a video on it. That's kind of the unfortunate reality, is that I just don't care too much about it at this point. And that's one of the things we were talking about raiding earlier, and that's one of the reasons I don't raid as much as I might otherwise in LOTRO, is a lot of the endgame stuff, just character progression, just doesn't interest me and is boring to me. I wish it weren't the case, because I think a lot of the content is fun. And I know it'd probably be good to make a video on that, but yeah. Okay, got a bunch of ancient scripts. So, oh, they changed the icon of the heraldries. Looks like they added some more levels. They added the mid-level stuff that I couldn't test, that I actually wanted to test. Here's the Gundabad stuff. 131. We go up to 72,000 physical mastery on this. That's quite a bit. Compared to the 121, this is actually something important to look at. If you got, say, a level 131 rare, this is what the level 131 rare is. Comparison to the 121 legendary. 121 legendary is quite a bit worse, but what's more important is if you look at the tracery. So if I do a class I'm familiar with, or even just a basic class, let's look at Hunter. So we could go to the 131. This is going to be the new stuff. We'll look at a rare tracery for barrage damage. That's a simple blue line one, just to get this comparison. Or even uncommon. Let's do uncommon as well. See what they're like. And then you have the legendary, 121 legendary. It is entirely possible that it's kind of easy to get the legendary traceries for 121, and you get that boost, the percent boost. And I could see for some traceries, perhaps not this one, it being a lot easier to get this gold one, the level 121 gold one, since it's old content, compared to the level 131 gold one, which has the same barrage damage, but it's level 131. I could kind of see that creating a problem, essentially. That's something I'll talk about in my video on the LI revamp that should hopefully be coming tomorrow. If I end the stream early enough, I can record it, edit it tonight after I eat some second dinners. But yeah, that's just something, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of with this new system. Essentially, traceries lasting for 2 level caps and the main thing being stat difference, I'm actually a fan of that. Also, just the whole rarities with the traceries, I'm not a fan of that baseline thing. But that is just me. Warden. I also, there are a lot of things I could complain about traceries. I just feel like the LI revamp that they're doing now was the perfect chance to go away from LIs being so impactful and shifting the power from LIs back to the class, shifting all the interesting effects to like your traits or something, to your class traits which have been neglected and all that sort of stuff. To me, it's kind of crazy. If we look at, actually, if I go back to Hunter, Barrage is just a good example. I know maybe we could even do something hunters actually use and care about more than that, but for a blue line hunter, Heartseeker damage. It is kind of crazy that you can get an extra 55% damage on Heartseeker, but there's no trait that is nearly that effective for Heartseeker. And it's just weird to me. It doesn't make much sense to me personally, and that's probably my biggest complaint about the new LI system, is I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity to go back to, as I said, shifting the power from LIs back into the class. And it also, I feel like would be easier to balance if you had a lot of the like build up of the class put into these skills instead of LIs, because created a lot of issues throughout the past while where classes like Champion, that one's a really popular one to pick on because their imbued legacies are really powerful, but the class is really weak without those, while Champion is among the highest damage in the game with maxed out LIs. They're actually kind of weak without LIs at all, without their old class legacies. So with what they have now, they're a lot weaker. But that's just what I am feeling like. Otherwise, the overall look of the system, besides the details of the clash traceries, I am liking. But yeah, that's partially why I have a lack of interest, I guess, in these. Also, we'll be replacing them in a month. Well, not necessarily replacing them. As I mentioned, the 121s can stay with you till level 140. You can enhance it all the way to item level 499. These you can enhance also to 499. That doesn't really make sense. Can you actually make a 121 tracery just as powerful as a 131 tracery? That's even worse. I'm actually curious if you can. Let's try that with the Brawler thing. We want to barter for an ally. There we go. Got my Battle Gauntlets of Legend. And we are going to see... Did they take out the Forge Masters as well? They really did an number on this last beta of taking all the user-friendly testing stuff over here. Unless I'm just not seeing it, but I do not see one of the crew slash the Forge Master Ravens, unless this guy can reforge now. This guy can, okay. That's a little bit better. Okay, so we reforged that. And then I need a whole bunch of upgrade thingies. I guess I could do that with Mithril Coins. I got a bunch of Mithril Coins. So what I'm curious is if you upgrade... Since I am a Brawler, we will do Brawler. Oh, I can't do 131. I can do 116, though. I think. Yeah, I can do 116. That'll be a good test. Well, will it? Yeah, it will. We'll just get it to the same item level, the same cap. Which for both of those is 499, so maybe this will work similarly. I feel like I'm being really confusing now, but... So I'm going to buy Ironfold, Gund bad, but I won't be able to equip the Gundubat and Morgul. These are cracked, so that's good. Okay, now let's try. So 116. What about 106? Where does that go? Yeah, on paper, the system is less convoluted. That, I think, is good. But the Clash Tracers, they're what I'm not a fan of. The system overall, I think it's pretty decent. How about... Oh, this is 130. So the maximum item... This doesn't even say the maximum item level. That doesn't help. Yeah, that's actually not a good comparison. The reason I was going to compare is the 131 Tracers. Again, they have the enhancement limit of 499, but it's the same enhancement limit of the 121 ones. They're both 499. So I feel like the problem is it'll be much easier to get the low-level gold one, these ones, and then you can just do a bunch of enhancement runes and get that physical mastery stat up a lot easier than you could get this running the new content. I feel like that's going to cause an issue, but I'll have more about that. I recorded this video actually almost a week ago. Just haven't gotten around to editing it, but that is what I want to do this evening. Otherwise, is there anything you all want to see? Do we want to see if the Brawler finally looks finished? If Pummel and the such is fixed? I know there's some other things. Also, another reason I am actually personally a bit less excited for the Brawler than I maybe initially was, is the tank spec just doesn't look fun to me. And that's to me personally. It just doesn't look fun. I also don't think they really added anything to differentiate outside of the skill panel here, what are balanced heavy attacks and quick attacks. Oh yeah, I have to actually spec into Redline to get Pummel. There's Pummel. The bug, I assume is a bug with it unless it's somehow intentional design, is the channel part is really weak where auto-attacking is significantly stronger than actually doing the channel. So if I just put some points in things. Yeah, Pummel still seems to be pretty low damage on its channel, where it might be decent to just click the ability. Let's see, even then it does not do much damage, so Pummel still seems kind of useless in this build. It's got an interesting effect. Like, the things about it are neat, but I really have my skills not organized. Which one's Pummel again? This one. Oh man, that thing killed me. I guess I need some armor. Oh, I don't have much stats. That is actually a good point. Oh well. I could get a tracery. We can just get a quick tracery to boost my stats actually. Yeah, the UI panel, that's also a big issue of the system. At least they've updated the icons. Here's the boost. If I boost that all the way by 99 points, yeah, it gives me 121,000 physical mastery. Wow. That was a lot of physical mastery packed in. Wait. Are y'all seeing this as well? This supposedly gives me 121,000 physical mastery, but my character only goes up to 100,000, so something funky is acting there. Also, my might is supposed to give me a lot of physical mastery, but it's clearly not, and I'm kind of confused about that. It's also not giving me all the vitality. I don't know what is going on. This is what it looks like in the panel as well. Huh. I wonder if I have to actually be a higher level for that to affect? Or do I have to unequip it and re-equip it? Okay, now my stats. I had to unequip it and re-equip it, and now it took to the upgrade. Anyway, that got me some morale and some stats, and we can still see a Pummel. Yeah, Pummel still got the scaling issue with its channel ability. But basically, this is the point of the issues with Pummel, is if I use Pummel here, during the channel I stop auto-attacking and it does very little damage, so it's kind of twofold problem there. I think it needs to do essentially significantly more damage to actually be useful. And yeah, sometimes it does seem like LOTRO is run with kind of a skeleton crew to just keep it up and running. They're adding content in this such. I feel like they're adding good stuff, but this Brawler is looking a lot more iffy than the initial excitement of some of its polished animations and feel and the such. Word of Craft tracers. These tracers, I don't have as much problem with them being strong because they just boost your stats, and that seems like a perfectly fine thing for allies to boost to me. Empower. They actually updated the icons on these. I wonder if they fixed them up to show the set bonuses. So this one shows the set bonus. These other ones are not showing the set bonus. So if I got, just because I feel like I need it. Oh, there's no vitality. Is there? I've not come across a vitality. Alright then. Is there a finesse? There is a finesse. Yes, you will still need to do the epic in Mines of Moria to get the current, or the new allies in the system. I don't remember how many of these I can equip. You are not. These are Word of Craft. Wait, what? You are not allowed to socket. Oh, in combat. I'm still in combat with that thing. It takes 3 minutes to disappear. Oh, well, we can... I don't know. Oh, Word of Power. That is something I've not looked at. I do like the Word of Power tracers. These are perfectly fine ones to me as well, and I feel like I'm fine with these being strong, but it's the class tracers, as I keep repeating. The problem with them is it takes away from class building to me. And I don't like the idea of things that can be so impactful to the class and its skills being tied into items that you have to replace and that sort of stuff. And where rarity of them is very impactful. The stat part, again, to me is fine. But as a player with this system, I'm not liking the other parts of it. Single target, crit chance, and magnitude. That seems like a brawlery thing. Burger. There we go. Wow, they really did make better icons for these compared to what they initially had. I think area of effect targets could be interesting on Brawler, but maybe not. Actually, I want to use it. I'll get some morale. I don't think damage over time, that's not really a brawlery thing. I don't even remember how many of these I can have. 2, I think? I already got 2. But yeah, I'm definitely a bigger fan of the icons they have now, so that's a positive change I have seen. We'll see what these can boost up to. 68,000 finesse. This is, of course, level, it appears to be level 140 stats. Just as a reminder, I think you can get these. Like, you can get your stats this high for level 130, but yeah. PTC 1, I have to be honest that I don't really get the Brawler comparison to Champion. It seems kind of nothing like the Champion to me. I'd say if anything it is a little bit closer to Burglar, but not even that close to Burglar. It does feel pretty unique. But I've seen a lot of people compare it to Champion when I just personally don't really quite get it as much. Like, they do have another consumption system, the metal being kind of like Fervor, but that is, to me, where the similarities begin and end. I guess they're both melee, so where they got going that. Pummel, yeah, definitely not doing the damage it should. My auto attack, if I just sit here on auto attack, it does a lot more damage. Perhaps the use of Pummel, I mentioned this, could be just using it and then canceling the channel, but then you're just better off using your other consumers, which I know horribly organized here, but basically overhand smash would be better. So unless Pummel is fixed and changed, or changed, I mean, maybe it's intentional, I don't see that being a good skill. But yeah, I'll play the Brawler. I'm considering actually not boosting one to level 130 and saving the boost I'll get for something else, but I probably will end up boosting it to 130 and playing it when it comes out. But this is... I'm not entirely sure on it. And I also don't want to kind of waste so much time playing this class in beta. I'd rather wait for it to come out and do stuff that I guess actually build on the character live, on live servers. Okay, so Nick, you mentioned that you repaired your old PC to play this, but this game is, yeah, game is definitely complex. There are a lot of things that you can do in this game. That's true that there's not a dedicated AoE spec, but you do have AoE. Strike Towards the Sky is actually a stronger skill. It's an AoE, and it's still fairly strong for single target. Also, there's this weird thing going on with brawlers where they have really high power consumption, and I don't even know what consumes their power so much, but their abilities cost a lot of power, it seems. I know this character has like no regeneration right now, but it's a little bit weird. Cognitive Peckin? Cognitive Peckin? Fur cutter? Wait, it's a bear running and it's fur cutter? That sounds weird. Anyway, this is the beta. As I mentioned, if you all want to see anything in particular, I'm happy to look at it. Traceries, that type of stuff. Otherwise, I am just about ready to be wrapped up with things. And I think I've pretty much covered it. I am curious on the Warden traceries. We can have a little tracery breakdown here. Warden traceries for level 131 and good and bad. Android maneuver, not good. This is something I'm curious about because I know Wardens have a lot of bad class legacies, and it seems like many of the old legacies were just directly put into the new system with, let's say, adjusted balance. So Android maneuver, no good. Ambush, no good. Careful step. This one could have some potential use. It's like a fringe case type thing, or a little bit of a niche use, maybe, better way to put it. I probably want to end up using that. This is also kind of similar, probably wouldn't end up using, but it does. It's not just like straight up bad, I feel like. Those are good. I don't know why I'm putting these ones up here. Guardian on Treebeard is level 27, I think is what I got. And his name is Luian. That is so close to Louis 7. It's a little bit disappointing. Gambit builder damage. That'll somehow, at this rate, that'll probably somehow actually be a useful one. So this is what I expect to use for DPS Warden. I expect to use that. I don't expect to use this, but it'd be something left over because I might trait that in the red line or something if I had leftover trait points. I don't know if this affects gambits. I think somebody said it does not affect gambits, but if it affects gambits, I would definitely use that. Same with this one. This would probably end up being used. I'm not a fan of that legacy or tracery, that whole mechanic with that. It's just extra RNG on an already very RNG intensive class. All the Warden's super fun to play, the RNG is quite annoying on them. This is a really nice tracery, but again, something I think should be baked into the class or the trait trees rather than be a tracery. Like these ones, the Gambit critical chance and Gambit skill damage, I don't mind those traceries being a thing. It's just the magnitude of them. That's my personal take on them, is I'd like to see the magnitude significantly lower. Recklessness, this is, I think that gives it to the critical rating, so that's probably kind of useless. This could go in the maybe pile. Is like extra low maybe. Let's see, resolution damage, nah. Shield, that would probably, even in DPS, I'd probably end up using that at this rate. And how many tracers do we have to fill? At level 130? I think you can fill 12, if I remember correctly, 12 traceries. So we're not doing good on finding useful ones for the Warden. This one might have for tank potential. I'll put that also in the maybe. Steadfast cooldown. That's going to be a definite, I think. Somehow a definite. It should not be a definite. This should be in the maybe, but we need to get 12 tracers for my Warden. Surety of death, damage over time. That one is actually a good one, finally. And that's about it. So that's kind of the unfortunate state of Warden traceries. They still seem to be many kind of useless ones. I don't even know if this is 12. 6 plus 5 iffy ones. And these are only, if these actually do affect Javelin gamers, they would 100% be up here, but I don't know if they do. Captain. Problem with Captain, a lot of these classes is I'm just less familiar with what their current legacies are like. And I could go on about my opinion of them, like the champion ones. I'm sure actual champion players probably won't like many of my opinions. The duration on that, okay. That's still, being less familiar with the champion, that's still the type of mechanic I'd rather see just baked into the class or the class trait trees. Battle Frenzy cooldown, this is actually a great example of one I would really rather see baked into the class or class trait trees rather than be a tracery. Blade wall damage, that's an example, I think, of one where I'd rather see it much less magnitude for balance reasons. And just not having so much of that put into items. I don't know. Don't see many people in the chat about this. I'm just rambling on about my opinion kind of late in the stream. But that is, going with the theme of this tracery, my brutally honest opinion of them. And I feel the need, just to clarify in case people are jumping in and out at this time and didn't catch it, I do like the overall look of the new system. It's just these. The clash traceries feel like missed opportunity, which is what I said earlier, to really reduce their magnitude and put it back into the class itself. Like Ferocious Strike's cooldown, that's another one, that type of thing I'd much rather see just in the class. I don't know if they changed the tutorial intro for Hobbits. I don't really play Hobbits, so I would not know on that. Fight On, I don't even remember what Fight On is for champion. Lord of Gondor mitigation debuff. I did not know that had a mitigation debuff. Interesting. Huh. Maybe they did the tutorial for Hobbits. Not sure. In the beta. I haven't played any of the tutorials in this beta. I just always do the veteran status stat skip. Huh. See, all the champion tracers, I know people talked about the champion a lot, but their tracers look pretty normal to me. I guess it is they're losing the big crit magnitude ones, which are instead now in the word of power, the roll traceries. So for 131, they'd get like you get these crits. These would probably be yellow champion. There you go. Actually, you would get 4 of these, maybe even 5 of these. So I'm curious what the other ones a yellow champion would get. don't know if it'd be worth them getting single target. They might get some defensive ones. Anyway, I feel like that's a good point to wrap up the stream. So if you do have any thoughts on the LI revamp, I will have a video on that tomorrow, kind of repeating a lot of things that I've said in this stream, but a little bit better and more condensedly. And as far as this stream goes, both returning to Treebeard and the little bit of tiny previewing we have done, and that was a leg strike. It looked like I punched him, but I wasn't really paying attention. In the beta for update 30.3, which is set to release, I think 1 week from today, next Wednesday, it's 10.6, so it's set to release 10.13, where we will get the Brawler, the LI revamp, and if you pre-purchased the Gundabad, either collectors or, well, I guess any of the editions, you'll get the Brawler. And there are some things in the collectors and Ultimate Fan that you will actually get 10.13. That's interesting that the Hobbit tutorial is new. I wonder if the other races tutorials are any different. I wonder if they're changing those up to have a better new player experience. But yeah, I hope y'all did enjoy the stream with all this, and look forward to the video tomorrow, which I do plan to after I get a little bit of progress on that this evening. And yeah, so if you did enjoy the stream, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content. And thanks for joining, chatting, and watching, everyone.